How do you analyse your business model and imagine improvements or new business models? You might even be asking why you should. Well, in short, your competitors are. In a recent IBM study of global CEOs, they identified that business model innovators had a dramatically higher compound annual growth rate and were able to cite significant benefits of their business model innovation. What about you and your situation? Are you feeling increased competitive pressure or pressure on your rates and prices? Or are you challenged to differentiate yourself from the competition? Or finding it difficult to keep key staff? Are you thinking about how to diversify into new markets or improve your growth prospects? Well, in the past, we all had a different concept of just what a business model is. And I'm going to show you a way to think about your business model that is a common language that you can use to harness your business's creative energy toward a shared understanding across the business of how you can become a business model innovator. So first of all, what is a business model? Well, this is the definition from Alex Osterwalder in his book Business Model Generation. He says a business model describes how an entity, so that might be a business or a business unit, it could be a not-for-profit organisation or a government agency. So a business model describes how an entity organises itself to create value and derive revenue. By using a common platform to describe our business models, we can have a common language to describe where we're going. We can all understand where the work we do fits together to form a whole. And we can imagine new capabilities to add to our organisation, and we can see how they would fit. We can ask questions about the way we do things and why we do them that way, and see the impacts everywhere. We can evaluate the risks of changing our business structures. And importantly, we can imagine new business models that will create new value and new revenue streams. So a common platform to describe business models sounds great, right? But what is that platform? Well, I'm going to describe to you the business model canvas. A business model starts with customers, customer segments that the business model serves. Second, for each of those segments, there is an offer that we provide to that segment. Third, there are the distribution channels that we use to get our product and services, the offer, to those customer segments. And there are the customer relationships that each of those segments wants to have with us. Fifth, how do we charge for this offer? This is how we generate revenue. Sixth, there are the key resources we require to provide that offer, the tools of trade, the intellectual property, the assets and the cash that we need to run our business. Seventh, are the key activities required to service those customers. And then there are those activities that we give to our valued partners because they can do them better than we can. And ninth and last, how do those resources and activities drive costs? So there you have a business model which becomes the business model canvas. Now you can start sketching out your business model. So how does it work? Let's take the business of a client of ours, Newsmaker, which is a news distribution service. Everyone needs PR, and it's a business you all should know about. So we take the business model canvas and we map, for instance, the customer segments that Newsmaker services. First of all, there are storytellers. These are journalists and bloggers who are looking for high quality original content. And there are newsmakers, people like you and me who have a story to tell, who want to create high quality original content and get it to the storytellers who are writing about this particular area. And the offer. The offer is to publish, distribute and share the stories of newsmakers like you and I to the world's leading journalists in each of those areas. And then there are the customer relationships. Well, mostly they are automated. We want it now. We want to be able to get our story out to the world immediately. But there are highly personalised value-added services that Newsmaker provides. For instance, being able to publish your story to a very specified group of storytellers, journalists who are particularly interested in your story. And then there are the distribution channels, mostly the World Wide Web, but also membership organisations and industry associations who distribute the Newsmaker services. And then there's the revenue that's generated. Many of Newsmaker's services are free, but some of them, for instance, active sharing of your news attracts a fee of $20 per press release, or $40 per media category for each press release if you want the highly personalised value-added service. And then there's the operations required to provide these services, the activities. For instance, website operations. The highly personalised services require PR advice. And of course, billing and sales and support. But payments are handled by a partner, which is PayPal. And instead of developing the software and running the servers that the software runs on, Newsmaker use a software and hosting company to provide this service. And then there's the resources, the intellectual property in the software, and the media lists, the lists of storytellers for each of those individual segments of the market that they're servicing. And from all of those activities and resources, there are costs, there are salaries, and there are fees to the software and hosting company and to PayPal and the like. There you have it. That is the business model of Newsmaker, and it is little wonder that Top SEOs has ranked Newsmaker as Australia's leading press release distribution service. They are somebody you should know about, and you should have a part in their business model. So that gives you a flavour of the business model canvas. Now it's over to you. You could tell us about you and your situation, and see how the business model canvas can help you innovate. We look forward to talking to you soon.